One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Washington Huskies, taking on another SEC rival, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Penn State's offense will take the field first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on...
Ernie on the Jets. The 40. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Makes the quick grab. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Saunders. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Running to the left. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Trying to impose their will with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Under fire. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Wide open downfield. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him in the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, and touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll move the tight end. Try to get it to the edge. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humble.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers went through. They came down hard, quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick strike complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Washington. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Using his legs, it's Martin. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quarterback may change this route. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Washington trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throwing right. Got him downfield. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Williams will pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Gonna run it. It's Martin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll keep it on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Number 10 on to kick it away.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first?
There he goes. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th? Penn State sent offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds us back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 35. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having...
It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Might be changing the route. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man down the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Williams will pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Williams looking for a man. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He leaves it with his back. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to change this route. Williams will pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Finds the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this.
They had to have it, and they got it. A touchdown late in this game.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
49, Penn State, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Spins away. Made it miss again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to...
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.